because the previous live streams that I said preview, but it looks like we're good because now it says live. So I'll get started. I say shalom, shalom. It's your brother Micah Allah here once again in the highways and hedges, in the chief places of concourse as commanded by our Adawan Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Before I get started with prophesying against Babylon the Great and all the evil that's within this evil kingdom, I'm going to turn towards the east as always and give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. I want to say shalom to the elected nation of Israel, who we endure all things for. Shalom to all the Akim wa Akwafim who believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Unto the bitter end, I say yet again, shalom. So I'm just flowing through the spirit as it pertains to certain topics, especially Babylon the Great and this evil queendom and how it's upholded by everybody in the society, especially the other nations. They used to uphold Babylon, but that's not true anymore. They're looking at this place for how prideful it is, how proud, how narcissistic, just how evil and grotesque the society really is when you do the nitty-gritty research upon this evil queendom and all the intricacies that it hides from the people. You know, all the evil stuff that they put in the foods and the air and our daily lives, having metals in our foods and all these evil devices, which is really for the nation of Israel. But our evil twin brother Esau, he poisoned everybody as a whole because he doesn't care about nobody but himself. Well, actually, he doesn't care about himself. He wants to poison everybody, and even himself, just to destroy the nation of Israel. And that's just one of the many reasons why Babylon the Great has to get destroyed. Because all these people do is promote wickedness. And because of that, they have to fall. And they're going to fall harshly. And the Lord sees it all. No matter how much they want to act like they have never done wickedness, every single thing is coming to light. Like it says in Luke chapter 12, verse 2. I'm going to get that. I'm going to actually get that through the spirit. And shalom, brother Karatazak. Yahweh Shem Yahushai Barakatah, brother. Shalom, man. Let me get it. In Luke chapter 12, verse 2. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. Everything comes to the light eventually. Because our God, he's a consuming fire. And fire has a what? A lot of brightness about it. When you see the sun, it's going to appear. Whether, of course, it's cloudy. There's a lot of things that are blocking the sun. But at the end of the day, we know it's there. We know it's in the on the atmosphere, in the second atmosphere, the second heaven. So everything's going to come to light. Just like it says in the book of Sirach, I believe chapter 23, the eyes of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the wickedness and all the good that's done under the sun. The Lord sees everything. And Babylon the Great is being searched out for what it truly is, a wicked, evil kingdom. This society has to be destroyed. Just look at the people and what they promote. Sodomy, LGBTQ garbage, transgenderism, the woman over the man. Do you really think this society somehow is going to go on forever? Of course, in the people's wicked minds, that's what they think. It says in Ecclesiastes chapter 8, that in their heart, they'll meditate wickedness because nothing evil has happened unto them. And that's why they feel so prosperous. They feel like they got it all figured out. Because the Lord didn't judge them right then and there. And get ready for slavery, boy. Look at me with disgusting ass face, you Edomites. You gotta let them know their judgment. And they're gonna go into slavery. See, and that was a proud look at that. And that's why the Lord has every right to destroy you proud nations, especially Babylon the Great. Here it is. You're very prideful for no reason. First of all, your birth rates are very low. That's number one. Let's start right there. Your birth rates are very low. There's a bunch of sodomites in your military. Now, of course, we understand that in the ancient Roman Empire and the Greek Empire, y'all a bunch of natural-born sodomites to begin with. And really, it goes even back to the ancient world with the Hamites. They really started sodomy. But Esau, they love to promote that shit. That evil, grotesque ass death style. It's not a lifestyle. But I digress from that. Let's keep going. Let me read it one more time. Luke chapter 12, verse 2. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. Everything's coming to light. The fact that your birth rates are at an all-time low. Secondly, your queendom is falling. It's getting worse day by day. Nobody respects these people anymore. Look at what they put in the foods. High fructose corn syrup. They promote sodomy, all this nasty ass death styles, and it's promoted all throughout the four corners of the earth. Look at East India. I was just watching a video with Elam, and they're promoting LGBTQ over there. And there was a point at one time when they despised that. They looked upon that as evil. And really that all goes back to us, the law, statutes, and commandments. That the whole concept of being pro-sodomite, pro-gay, and gay just means happy, but they took that against us. They took the rainbow and they made it into something wicked. You can't even wear a rainbow without people questioning whether or not you're a sodomite. And this is the society we in right now. So there's a lot of reasons why Babylon the Great needs to be destroyed. Again, their pride, their arrogancy, like they're untouchable. The Lord has every right to destroy every single last one of you Babylonians. Let me get that actually. In Daniel chapter 7. Because a lot of people talking about, I'm a proud American. All right, you could be a proud American. I actually don't care if you're a proud American or not. But just get ready for what's to come with that prideful arrogance way of being. You're going to fall by the edge of the sword. And we can't wait for that. Daniel chapter 7 and verse 25. And he shall speak great words against Yahweh, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, which are the Israelites, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and a times and a dividing of times. You want to take a picture of this?
Sure, yeah.
You know this is not a zoo, right?
That's all right. I'm just documenting life in the present day.
No, but like, back like not too long ago, they used to take pictures of us like we're animals. That's exactly what you're doing. You didn't even ask me what's going on. No inquiry. You think I'm an animal?
I'm telling life in the present
You think I'm an
day.
animal?
No.
So why are you taking pictures of me? You don't ask
I'm
me
telling the
anything.
human experience.
You didn't tell me anything.
What's up?
You didn't tell me anything. You took a picture first, then you're talking.
It's better candid than posed. You know that.
This is why we call them the devil.
Okay.
Get ready for slavery, boy. You ugly ass caveman beast. That's why the Lord has to destroy people like that, man. Straight up. You see the pride? That's the spirit. That's the pride. You take a picture first and then you want to talk. Then y'all wonder why we want to put your heads rolling all over the floor. That's what we want to see. And we're going to do it through the spirit at some point. Adorat Zak, I be one of the men that get that power. Again, Daniel chapter 7, verse 25. And he shall speak great words against Yahweh, and shall wear out the saints of Yahweh, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and dividing of times. I'm trying to get where it says his look is more stout than his fellow. I believe it's in this chapter, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. That's what I really wanted. Yeah, that pride, that arrogancy, like they're untouchable. That's why the Lord is bringing them down. Let me see if I can find it. And if I can't find it, Baba Kashan, one of you brothers could get that for me. And Shalom to you, Wanathan, Bakar, Yahweh, Shimon, Shai, Brakatah, brother. Shalom, bro. Let me get this in 1 John chapter 5, verse 19. And we know that we are Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, and the whole world lieth in wickedness. Yeah, the whole world's lying in wickedness. That's all we see on a day-to-day basis. As long as you're in Babylon the Great, there's not going to be one day where you don't see something wicked. Just the fact that the Shabbat, and people are just buying stuff to and fro like it's not the Shabbat, that's just one form of wickedness. The fact that there's no honor, there's no fear of Yahweh Bashim Shai upon the earth, that's another form of wickedness. The fact that there's no land Sabbath, that's wicked. The fact that there's sodomites everywhere, that's wicked. So we are the only beacon of light in this perverse generation. It's getting more perverse day by day, and the Lord has every right to destroy this place, as we keep saying on over and over. Let me get this actually. In the book of Psalms chapter 137. Because they think everything's a joke. Everything's a joke to the average American. You see, like that guy, he's not used to seeing an Israelite standing up for what he believes in, especially for his God, Yahweh. and his only begotten son Yahweh Shai. They're so used to us just being a spectacle. They're so used to us just being an entertainment. And we're not here to entertain nobody. We're going to let you know your judgment. We're going to let you know you're an Edomite. And y'all all going to go into slavery. That's the end all be all. Y'all all Edomites, get ready for slavery. And we can't wait for that, man. Got to let them know their judgments and who they are. This is Psalms 137 and verse 1. By the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down, yea, we wept when we remembered Zion. We hanged our harps upon the willows in the midst thereof. For there they that carried us away captive required of us a song, and they that wasted us required of us mirth, saying, sing us one of the songs of Zion. Exactly. And to this day, they really think we're just all about entertainment. And you can't help it but to give credit to the knucklehead of our people, because they want to entertain everybody. And then they want to hate their own people at the same time. That's the nation of Israel. You're literally gods on this earth, but y'all want to do the exact opposite of what a god does. A god has rulership. They have sovereignty. They have nobody telling them what to do. Now, of course, we're going to have Yahweh Bashim Shai telling us what to do. With our own land, our own currency, our own everything, our own valuables to us, and only for us. And all they do nowadays is that they've forgotten our people is to love the other people that hate them at the same time. And that's not normal. Verse 4, how shall we sing Yahweh's song in a strange land? We're in a strange land. This whole society is predicated on the blood, the shed of the so-called black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, our enslavement, the fact that they just look at us as property, when the real, actual truth is that y'all are actual true property of the nation of Israel. You're supposed to be my property, and I'm supposed to own you and have shackles upon your asses, all you heathens, and the rest of the nation of Israel. And we can't wait when that happens in the kingdom of heaven. But right now, we'll take the low. When people criticize us, they judge us, they mock us. They're not mocking us. They're mocking Yahweh Bashim Shai. And they're all getting marked. Every single last one of them. And the Lord sees it all. There's not one day when Yahweh Bashim Shai is not confused, or he's not like aloof to the fact that all this is happening. Now he sees it. And he knows everything that's going on this earth. Again, his eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the wickedness. And we see it every day. Hey, hit the water, brother. Daniel chapter 7, verse 20. This is the one I wanted earlier, but I went to 25 thinking it was 25 where it talked about his stout, his look. Daniel chapter 7, verse 20. And of the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other which came up, and before whom 3 fell, even of that horn that had eyes, and a mouth that spake very great things, whose look was more stout than his fellows. And when you look up the word stout, it means more prideful, more proud. When there's really no reason to be prideful. Again, you have a whole Edomite thinking that this is a game. Come up here, taking a picture, not asking anything, not asking nothing at all, but acting like this is an animal zoo. This is not a zoo. This is not the 1940s, you little dog. This is not the 1930s. This is not even 1776. We're in 2025, and your whole kingdom is falling apart. And we're laughing, and we're rejoicing, and we love to see it. Every day is a better day in the truth, as long as we see the downfall of this wicked kingdom. Because it's going to fall, and it's going to fall harshly by ICBM nuclear missiles. And as much as y'all want to talk shit, y'all want to mock, y'all want to scoff, we see it all, and the Heavenly Father sees it, and there's going to be a just recompense for all that's happened upon this earth, especially to the nation of Israel. Let me go back in the book of Psalms, chapter 137, and I'm going to jump down to verse 7. Remember, O Yahweh, the children of Edom, in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon, which is another name for Babylon the Great, which is America, who are to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. And this is one of the many scriptures Christians don't want to talk about. They want to skip over everything else but this one. Because they don't have the dog in them. They don't have that bloodlust against the heathens and everybody who's done wickedness upon us. Everybody got to learn the hard way. And they're going to learn the hard way back. Because Yahweh Bashim Shai is going to make sure that every single last one of y'all is going to learn what y'all did to the nation of Israel. Y'all going to learn soon. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. And we're going to be so happy to do that. Not only are we going to be angry, we're going to be furious. We're going to be a violent predator upon you heathens, especially towards the Edomites, the so-called white people, you cave beasts, you ugly cave dwelling. Oh, can't stand looking at y'all too at that. Because they're using their pride and their arrogancy to think that they're better than us, when the whole role is reversed. We're actually better than you, your whole family, and every single last one of your family members. Your grandma, your grandpa, your fathers, your mothers, your aunties, your uncles. The only reason why they're on top is because of lies, deception, wickedness. That's the only reason why you are where you're at. Has nothing to do with you being great, and we're not going to make Babylon great again. We're going to make it very, very bad in due time by nuclear missiles and the enslavement of everybody outside the nation of Israel. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Ecclesiastes chapter 10 verse 7. I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. Yeah, we're literally those princes. They're supposed to be our slaves, but they want to walk to and fro like they don't have to. These beasts, they're supposed to be enslaved. These people. But they're allowed to just walk all across the earth like they don't have to do anything. Like they don't have to serve us. Y'all gonna have to serve Yahweh Bashim Yahushua at some point. Y'all gonna learn the harsh way. Again, let me read it one more time. Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 7. I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. And we see these people who's prideful and their arrogancy. It's just getting worse and worse over time. Little did y'all know, we're ready to put y'all in captivity. Especially Yahweh Shai himself. They that which pierced him, oh, they're going to get in for a rude awakening. And even that promotes the fact that reincarnation is actually true. Because they which pierced him, they're going to see him again. The second coming. Let me get that. Revelation chapter 1. Verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every one shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, among everyone's going to see Yahweh Shai in his great glory, and every knee is going to bow towards him. Yes, we worship Yahweh Shai. Yes, because he's our King, our Lord, and we worship Yahweh himself as well, the Heavenly Father. They're the ones that created everything we see, the seen and the unseen. And we love the fact that we know his name. We know his son's name. I know that's in the book of either book of Proverbs chapter 1 or verse 3 or verse 4. Salakia, right around there. I forgot where it was, but what's his name and what's his son's name? Yahweh Yahweh Shai. Hey, shalom to brother Enos. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Brakatah, brother. Shalom, man. Again, let me read it one more time. Let me slow down a bit. I'm a little too excited in the spirit. Revelation chapter 1 and verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, Amun. When Michael Jackson died, everybody was mourning like crazy. People were crying. They were lamenting. They were like, this can't be. Yeah, Michael Jackson had he was very well known all throughout the earth for his music. And guess what? He was an Israelite. He was an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. How much more when Yahweh Shai cracks the skies and the UFOs and the chariots? Everybody's going to know that Yahweh Bashim Shai is a true existing power. Y'all not going to stop him. Nobody's going to stop the presence of the Lord out himself. How you doing? Everybody's going to wail and be sad when shit hits the fan. Y'all all going to have to answer to Yahweh Shai himself, who's a so-called black man from the tribe of Judah. A very harsh black man at that. He was an austere man. You know, they lied to you in Christianity to say that Yahweh Shai was some soft man at all, when he was not even like that at all. They lied to you. They said that Jesus was a white man. He was a black man, actually. Little did y'all know that. That's a fact. That's a fact. They want to say he was a white man with blonde hair and blue eyes. That's all lies. And that's why everybody on this earth looks to the so-called white man as a god, because they portray themselves as Yahweh Shai. And because of that, y'all have to get paid back. Y'all have to go through very harsh judgments for that. And it's not even, it's deeper than the skin color. Way more deeper than that. Because our people have literally been enslaved by your doctrines of men, your doctrines of democracy, constitutional republic, the things of the ancient world, such as ancient Greece and the ancient Roman way of living. Just like that quote, it says, when in Rome, be like the Romans. Nah, I don't want to be a Roman. I want to be an Israelite. Because just like in ancient Babylon and in ancient Greece, what's this guy's name? I forgot his name. And Baba Kashat, one of you brothers could get for me where it says that they wanted to make everybody of a Greek, like within the Roman, not the Roman Empire, the Greek Empire, Salaki. It's just very cold and my hands are starting to feel it. So it's hard to concentrate a little bit. But I noticed it says in the book of Maccabees where Antiochus Epiphanes wanted to make everybody one. Everybody come together so that we can all have one custom and we can all call ourselves Greeks. And they got that from the ancient Babylonian Empire under Nimrod. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Everything's where it's supposed to be. It's not hard to understand. But again, we live in a very wicked society that can't see things for what they really are. And that covering cast that Esau has promoted all across the four corners of the earth, that's being destroyed. It's being seen for what it really is. And it's the only people who have still accepted them as being gods is the nation of Israel and they themselves. Outside of that, everybody knows the real time. Everybody knows the actual truth of the matter. That the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are God's chosen people. Yahweh Bashim Shai's chosen people. Hey, the water, brother. That's exactly what I wanted. Well, let me get this since you got it out. Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? And that's a rhetorical question. We see exactly who that is. It's not hard to comprehend. We don't have to do like some really deep research into knowing who that is. It's plain in your face, the so-called white man. And people are so scared to say that. For some reason, when it comes to just telling the truth about the so-called white race, everybody goes quiet. Everybody doesn't want to say nothing. Especially Candace Owens. Especially that bedwench, man. Which, let me say, by the way, she brings out a lot of good information when it comes to talking about certain people. But other than that, she's too scared to tell the truth about the same husband that she married, an Edomite. Yeah, the same person, the same people who created the CIA, the FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigations, the dollar note, the US dollar, promoting democracy, LGBTQ+. All this stuff is them. They all did that, but she don't want to talk about it because she doesn't want to offend the same people that she's trying to cape towards, to be a bedwench for. And then on top of that, she's a Catholic. She's still under the vibration of Edom. It's a heavy, heavy vibration. And those are some hard chakras to really destroy, man. You know how I know that? Because I used to be under that. And I'm pretty sure you few brothers and few sisters understand that. Under those shackles. That dark covering cast. And now, knowing who we are, the nation of Israel, coming back to the law, statutes, commandments of our God, we finally understand all things. to be righteous in his sight, our God, and his only begotten Son. Outside of that, in Babylon the Great, everybody knows the truth, that we are the nation of Israel, and they're going to bow down soon enough. Because the nation of Israel is the best people on this planet, whether people like it or not. And really, the only haters is the so-called white man and a few heathen men. Outside of that, all the women are ready. They ready. It's just the men. They a bunch of haters, envious, jealous. There's a lot of haters of the nation of Israel. I'm telling you, bro. First Maccabees chapter 1 and 11. In those days went out there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us, for since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. Exactly. Again, just like the quote, when in Rome, be like the Romans. You don't want to be a Roman. What were they known for? Pedophilia. Nobody wants to talk about that. Everybody wants to talk about the glorious days of ancient Rome, ancient Greece, but you never want to talk about them touching little boys, right? Those Greeks, those freaks. And guess what? They were so-called white men. Again, these were the nation of Edom. They don't want to talk about it. But everything's coming to light about how pedophilia runs rampant across the nation of Edom. Now, of course, we have a few of our people who might be doing something like that, but that's because they learned it from their own oppressors, the same evil, wicked twin brother. Everything's coming to light, and the Lord sees it all. That really wasn't the scripture I wanted, Karatazak, but it's all good. I'm gonna try and find it myself on my iPad. But let me read it again. First Maccabees chapter 1 and 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us, for since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. And that's our people in a nutshell. They want to love everybody else but their own. And that's because of the curses. Because we disobeyed, we followed after the multitude of the heathen, we followed after the multitude of those who hate us. And here we are in the land of our captivity. We're just coming to an end at that. And we're coming back to our ancient forefathers' way of living, starting with Moses and him being given the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Everything is circling around. There's no new thing under the sun. Just as we lost our ancient ways, just as our people have always loved everybody else but their own, it's the same thing today, and a few remnant is supposed to get saved from the rest of our people who love this society, and there's the same oppressors who hate them. Y'all gotta learn the harsh way. Because the nation of Israel, they gotta learn the hard way. And there's a lot of lessons about our people having to learn the hard way, because there's no other way. We're gonna have to curse y'all out. We're gonna have to let you know that y'all gonna learn after death by pain. 2nd Ezra chapter, I believe 9 says that. Let me get this. Second Maccabees chapter 4, verse 15. Not setting by the honors of their fathers, but liking the glory of the Grecians best of all. And that's to the T. That's not a hard thing to understand. Our people just love everything but the laws, statutes, and commandments of our God. These are the same things that will keep you righteous. It's going to keep you pure. It's going to give you life everlasting. But that's a problem for the nation of Israel. All they love is everything that's pertaining to death. And because of that, death is going to fall upon you by nuclear missiles, by the way of destruction, by the civil wars, the race wars. Y'all all going to have to learn the harsh way. And we can't wait for that, because that's the only way y'all gonna learn. Let me get this real quick. I gotta get it. Yup, this is what I wanted. In the book of 2nd Maccabees, chapter 7. You got a question? 2nd Maccabees, chapter 7, verse 15. verse 21. Salakia. Man. You know what? I think it's in first Maccabees chapter 1. If I'm not mistaken what I'm looking for. I'm gonna find it right now. You know what? I can't find it, but it's all good. But the main point is, the ancient Greeks, they were literally looking to ancient Babylon in the fact that they wanted to make everybody a Greek. Not just the nation of Israel, but everyone. Moabites, Ammonites, Hamites, every single nation. And that's the same thing that happens upon this earth right now. In America. Oh, I'm proud of America. Let's love America and everything that's here. With the red flag, the red, white, and blue flag, the stars, saying make America great again. When America is not going to be made great again. Just like every other empire that has fallen, Babylon is going to fall, even harsher, by nuclear missiles, just like what happened in Sodom and Gomorrah. Sodom and Gomorrah had to face that fire, baby. They had to feel that fire, that fury. Because the only way a lot of you people got to learn is by just getting burnt alive in a harsh manner by those nuclear missiles. Millions of degrees of fire, man. Full of fire. You so-called white people get ready for slavery. You're Edomites. Y'all gonna learn. And then at some point in the near future, y'all all gonna hear about the nation of Israel being on top. Just like everybody loves them so much, we're gonna be the same people. They're gonna be like, oh, we gotta be just like them. Because of the nation of Israel. Because they got the answers to everything. And if I'm not mistaken, it says that in Isaiah chapter 65. To learn their ways, to learn their customs, their traditions. Everybody's gonna come to us for everything. Let me see if I could get it. Yep, I got it. The water Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai. Micah chapter 4 and verse 1. But in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, shall be established in the top of the mountains, and it shall be exalted above the hills, and the people shall flow in unto it. And many nations shall come and say, come, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, and to the house of the God of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For the law shall go forth of Zion, and the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai from Jerusalem. So everybody's going to know that we are the pinnacle of society. You want to have reigness in your society? You want to know how to keep your society in stabilization, in righteousness? You're going to have to come to the nation of Israel. Because we're going to have all the answers to everything. Starting with Yahweh Shai himself. Y'all all going to learn, and y'all all going to bow down to the 12 tribes. We're going to be perfect. And in that day, nobody's going to make us afraid. No one's going to make us fearful of our lives. Deuteronomy 28, from 15 on to 68, that's going to be a thing of the past. It's going to be like a terrible dream that's never happened. And we can't wait for those days. because there's just too much wickedness on this earth, and people are only going to get worse and worse over time. So because of that, we're exalting our God and what he's going to do on this earth in due time. We're ushering the kingdom of heaven through our God, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. The only way that's going to happen is by the prophets going out into the highways and hedges in the chief places of concourse. Not ducked off in a situation where nobody can see you. Not ducked off where nobody can see you not exalting your God. Because if you're somewhere far away from civilization, let's just be real, bro. You scared. You're scared. You're scared of losing your job. You're scared of losing whatever prominent thing you got in this world. Let's just be real, bro. Let's be real. You're ducked off in a location where nobody can see you. You scared. It's not hard to understand. That's it. That's all. I don't care what you gotta say, man. I really don't give a fuck. But that's for another time, another lesson. We want to get out of here, but you want to be scared of the heathen and our own people who hate you. Who cares what they gotta say? Just go out into the highways and hedges. Make your body a living sacrifice. Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 6. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say it. Surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. Exactly. Everybody's going to understand that. This is a wise people. What makes us wise? Keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of our God. The fact that we're able to keep righteousness on this earth, we're going to bring it forth more abundantly. Everybody's going to know that our God is a true living power. You had a question, sir? You had a question? Everybody's going to know that our God is a real living power. It doesn't matter how you feel about it. It doesn't matter if you got a problem with it. We're going to exalt his name and his only begotten son's name. To the housetops, till the wheels fall off. All gas, no brakes, baby. Let's keep going. Zechariah chapter 14, verse 17. And it shall be that whoso will not come up of all the families of the earth unto Jerusalem to worship the King, the Lord of hosts, Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, even upon them shall be no rain. Yo, that's going to be a sight to see in the kingdom. Because, of course, you're going to have rebellious people of the nations. Probably a Moabite, an Ammonite, especially Edom. Believe that shit. Believe that shit. They're going to rebel. And it's going to be funny as hell to see that. They're going to probably try and clink up with each other. Try and do something very dramatic. Something that they think is going to work in their heads. And really, we're going to put all those thoughts of, yo, we're going to rebel. We're going to come against the nation of Israel in their heads. Just to have fun and poke fun at them. Just to make them think that they have some form of control, which they really don't. The only thing they got is that stick that they're going to be in their caves. A couple of missing teeth on the floor. Their tail. They're going to have a huge tail coming right out from the back. And it's going to come right to the front. They're going to be hairy as hell. And you're going to be with the worst of the worst women. And we're going to keep you just like that in your base nature. The nation of Edom. I know I want to. We're tired of looking at y'all. We want to see y'all for who y'all really are. And there's going to be no more Gillette. No more shaving. All that hair is going to be there. Y'all going to have to feel the wrath of the Lord. We're going to make you feel base. We're going to make you feel like the true caveman that you really are. Y'all going to learn that our God was always real. And you did really badly to his children. The Heavenly Father, he cares about his children. He cares about those who actually serve him in truth and in sincerity. Everybody is going to have to answer to our God at some point. Not the God of Christianity, not the God of Islam, not the God of Judaism, not the other false gods. None of that shit. You're going to answer to Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shai? Every single last one of y'all. And it's going to be a great and dreadful day for everybody. When Yahweh Shai kicks back and really puts in pain upon people. But because once again, the prophets are out here once again in the highways and hedges, making their bodies a living sacrifice unto the nation of Israel. This is love, what we're doing. This is true love. This fake sense of love that y'all have in the world is not real. It's not true. Ever since Babylon the Great was created, y'all had a false sense of love. That love is so fake. It's a facade. It's not true. It's a lie. It's deceptive. And a gift destroys the heart. I gotta get that since I'm talking about it. Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 7. Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. Yeah, we angry, but we don't sin. We feel annoyed, we feel irritated, but we don't sin. We don't go come against Edom himself, because we know they have all the weapons in the world. Laser weapons. They're tracking every single move that you got going on. There's literally cameras in every place. So you can't stop this devil from doing what he does. And if I'm not mistaken, Hebrews chapter 13 or Romans chapter 13, it talks about not coming against the powers that Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai had put up in the first place. Leave them be. Let them do what they gotta do. Let the legionnaires, let the centurions do what they do. Comply with the devil. If it's within your means, of course, comply and keep it moving. Don't be on some stupid rah-rah shit like our people do. No sense of integrity. No sense of just taking it easy. Sometimes you just gotta take a step back and analyze shit for what it really is. Now, of course, there are gonna be times, like just earlier, I had this Edomite come up to me, try and take a picture of me. He thinks this is a fucking zoo. This ain't no zoo. This is not 1886. It's not 1776. I'm gonna ask you, why are you taking a picture of me? Why didn't you ask me a question? Why didn't you say anything? You're just gonna take a picture like this is a zoo. And that's when you're justified in getting amped up. Let me stop, man. That's too much. But really, yeah. Sometimes you get amped up, but sometimes you gotta take a step back. Especially when you're talking with legionnaires and centurions, the police officers. Because they're looking for any reason to put you down, man. That's a fact. Just look at how people and how they conduct themselves with police officers. They act like animals. That's what they want you to act like. That's actually how they want you to be. But we're not nothing like that. We're far from that. The greatest people on this planet. All false. Hey, Shalom, Ariel Yasharallah. Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai Barakatah, brother. Shalom, man. 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 12. But those as natural brute beasts made to be taken and destroyed speak evil of the things that they understand not, and shall utterly perish in their own corruption. That goes for our people at that. Not only our people, the heathens. Everybody's going to perish in their own corruption because y'all act just like animals. What separates us from these beasts out here is the laws, statutes, and commandments of our God. All these other false gods of Ra, what is it, Allah, Jesus Christ, they're not going to help you. Actually, they're literally slowly walking you towards your own demise, your own death. Again, let me read that one more time. 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 12. But these, as natural brute beasts, made to be taken and destroyed, speak evil of the things that they understand not, and shall utterly perish in their own corruption. They have no understanding. There's no understanding with a person who eats bacon, someone who eats a pig. You can't talk to somebody like that. They're nasty. They're filthy. What they got to say about anything is irrelevant. Someone who eats shrimp, crab, lobster. Did they keep the Shabbat? Did they keep all these high holy days? These holy days? And by the way, I'm keeping the second Pesach. You brothers give me prayers, Baba Kashad, to keep it well, to keep it on point. Because last month I couldn't keep it, but this month I'm going to keep it. It's on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. Are they keeping the Pesach? Are they keeping the Feast of Dedication? The Day of Atonement? Hey, if you're eating bacon and shrimp, crab, and lobster, what you got to say is irrelevant to me, bro. Real talk, man. That's why I don't take nobody seriously on this earth, except for the men and the women within the circumcision who have truth and sincerity about them. I don't care about the likes of these people, because they're all going to be destroyed. It says that in Isaiah chapter 66. I gotta get that. Isaiah 66 and 15. For behold, Yahweh will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. That's talking about the chariots of the Lord. They're going to come back, and they're going to cause havoc, vengeance, violence upon this earth. And we can't wait till all that fire consumes this whole planet. Because once that fire gets kindled, which is not, it's not going to get kindled right away. It's going to take a while to kindle that fire from the Heavenly Father, and those nuclear missiles, the laser beams coming from the chariots. It's going to take some time to really kindle that fire. A lot of time. Just like it says in the book of Revelation, chapter 20, if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be the lake of fire, the second death. And how do you know that? Because those who are supposed to get saved, they're going to get beamed up into the chariots, and they're going to see from that chariot how Babylon the Great is literally an entire lake of fire and lava. That's exactly what it looks like. And everybody's going to know that the prophets were warning y'all, particularly the nation of Israel, that shit was going to hit the fan, and if y'all didn't repent, you were going to get destroyed. Period. That's it. Verse 16. For by fire and by his sword will Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. A lot of people are going to get slain by the sword. Slain in so many ways, it's going to be impossible to count how many people are going to get slain, how many people are going to fall by the edge of the sword. It's going to be a quiet day for a lot of people. You're all going to have to answer at some point. The nation of Israel, starting with the elect of the nation of Israel, they're going to have to answer to the Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. How are we going to do that? By pleading our cause right now, making our bodies a living sacrifice. Whether they hear, whether they forbear, the point is we come out and bid our people to the marriage, and if they can't repent, the blood is off our hands. The blood's off my hands. I don't care. This is a very easy job. Just like people like to complain about their jobs, it's an easy job for a prophet. All we gotta do is come out and make our bodies a living sacrifice. Deal with your demons. It's easy. It's easy. And Adorat Hazak, our works and our faith bears witness that we're worthy of to be saved. We're worthy to be worthy of those first fruits. Especially with Yahweh Shai himself. Hey, we want to be those first fruits with him. Our big brother, he already did his job 2 years ago. Not 2 years ago. 2 days ago. 2,000 years ago. Speaking spiritually. And all we want to do is get the hell out of this place and make sure that everybody follows suit, which are the remnant, the elect, and continue to endure. But let me get the point about those who eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Y'all gonna have to pay as well. Again, just like it says, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law to all be fulfilled. They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh and the abomination, and the mouse shall be consumed together, saith Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. So you have to fall. You have to get destroyed, because it's not a light thing to not keep the laws. Now, of course, we're in the land of our captivity. We can't keep it 100%, but we can keep what we can keep. What we cannot keep, we don't have to keep. Of course, that's within our bounds, within our means. Because all things are lawful, but not all things are expedient. Sometimes you might have to keep working on the Shabbat. Sometimes you might have to keep working on the new moon. All these various things are a result of being in a wicked generation, and the fact that we disobeyed our God, we didn't keep his laws, statutes, and commandments. Now we're paying for it. But we're rehearsing the righteous acts. It says in the book of Judges 5 and 11, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Yup. Judges 5 and 11. They that are delivered from the noise of archers in the places of drawing water, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of Yahweh, even the righteous acts towards the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. Then shall the people of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, go down to the gates. And that's the point. we're rehearsing the righteous acts. It's not always going to be perfect. It's impossible. We can't even do any burnt offerings, animal offerings. Can't do any of those offerings. Peace offerings, free will offerings. It's impossible. We need a temple. And the only temple can be in the land of Israel, which is polluted. It's completely polluted. There's a bastards dwelling there. You got those Ishmaelites and Amalek over there consuming our land. Even our own land has to be annihilated. Let me bring this in a little bit more so I can read it easily. Everything's just backwards, bro. Luke chapter 12, verse 49. I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I, if be already kindled? Exactly. Yahushua is going to do a lot of damage upon you people. And we cannot wait for that. I'm going to keep saying it. We can't wait for Yahushua, who you people call Jesus Christ, a black man at that. He's going to crack the clouds and wreak havoc and vengeance upon you people. Because y'all have no care in the world. So if y'all don't care, I don't have to care. The feeling is mutual. If you don't care, I don't have to care either. It's all good. Everybody's going to follow suit. Everybody's doing what they got to do. You know, when you really spiritually see it for everything for what it really is, he's doing what he has to do. She's doing what she has to do. Everybody's just doing what they got to do. So there's nothing to worry about. Just keep working for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Because some people got to fall by the edge of the sword. Maybe them. Maybe them. Some people got to get destroyed. Some people got to get saved. Everything is in perfect accordance. Everything is according to the plans of our God and his only begotten Son. That's it, and that's all. Baruch chapter 2 and verse 30. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves. And we're remembering ourselves right now. Remembering every single thing that our forefathers did. Knowing every single law, statute, and commandment that our God has given us. Only for us. And in the kingdom, everybody's going to follow suit. And if you don't follow suit, there will be consequences. You're going to have to fall in some form or fashion. You want to be a sodomite? You're going to get put to death. You're going to get stoned to death. You want to be an adulterer? You're going to get stoned to death. You want to be an idolater at that? You're going to get stoned to death. It says in the law that if a brother, it could be a sister at that, they're trying to worship you, they're trying to entice you to believe in another power, you're supposed to be the first person to get your hands on them. I want to have our hands on you heathens and all you people that don't believe in our God. We're going to have our hands on you. You know what, since I'm talking about it, let's get the law on that. Deuteronomy chapter 13, verse 6. If thy brother, the son of thy mother, or thy son, or thy daughter, or the wife of thy bosom, or thy friend, which is as thine own soul, entice thee secretly, saying, let us go and serve other gods, which thou hast not known, thou nor thy fathers, namely of the gods of the people which are round about you. So everybody's going to have a price to pay. Oh, you want to serve another God in the kingdom of heaven? Oh, hold on. Hold on. Oh, okay. I got you right here. Namely of the gods of the people which are round about you, nigh unto thee, or far from thee, from the one end of the earth, even to the other end of the earth. Thou shalt not consent unto him, nor hearken unto him, neither shalt thine eye pity him, neither shalt thou spare, neither shalt thou conceal him. So you're not going to just, hide from the nation of Israel, or even within the other nations of the Moabites, the Ammonites. You're being enticed to serve another God besides our God, Yahweh. Okay. You can't conceal that. You got to bring it out. You got to expose it. And let's keep going. Let's get to the point. Thou shalt not consent unto him, nor hearken unto him, neither shalt thou eye pity him, neither shalt thou spare, neither shalt thou conceal him, but thou shalt surely kill him. Thine hand shall be first upon him, to put him to death, and afterwards the hand of all the people. And thou shalt stone him with stones, that he die, because he hath sought to thrust thee away from Yahweh, thy power, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, and from the house of bondage. And all Israel shall hear and fear, and shall do no more any such wickedness as this is among you. Everybody's going to hear and fear. Point blank, period. That's it. Follow the law, statutes, commandments, and in the kingdom, everybody's going to have to follow it. The same way we're doing it right now, everybody's going to have to follow suit. And I'm going to end it out here with whatever you brothers got. Hey, shalom, tahamam lab. Yahweh Shimon Shai Barakatah, brother. Shalom, man. Revelation chapter 22, verse 11. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. Yeah, let the people do what they got to do. It's all good. Let them do what they got to do. We're going to worship our God right now. And in the kingdom, we're going to maximize that to the fullest extent. Ain't no stopping the charge of the Lord. Ain't no stopping Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. It's impossible. Let them be filthy. It's going to say that, actually. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still. Everybody's going to have a certain script to fill out. We're filling out ours. These people filling out theirs. Everybody got this certain role to play. That's why you really shouldn't give a fuck what these people got to say. Because at the end of the day, we're following our God. They're going to follow their gods. Our God is going to win. Point blank, period. Thou Shaitan. Shaitan is angry because it's the truth. Jeremiah chapter 15 and verse 2. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith Yahweh, such as are for death, to death, exactly, and such as for the sword, to the sword, and such as for the famine, to the famine, and such as for the captivity, to the captivity. Everybody has their role to play. Let them do what they gotta do. That's it. Ain't that hard to understand? You brothers understand that. And we just gotta reassure ourselves constantly. Everybody got a role to play, a script to play. The biggest script is right here, and it's being fulfilled. Luke chapter 19, verse 27, from Yahweh Shai. But those mine enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me. Wait a second, I thought Jesus Christ was a soft man. I thought he wanted to love everybody. He wanted everybody to come together as one. But why did it say hit this right here? Luke 19 and 27. But those mine enemies, which should not reign, Shalakia. It's just mad. I'm telling you. My hands, they get cold very quickly. And it's hard to concentrate at times. Luke 19 and 27. But those mine enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me. That's it. You don't want to follow our God and his only begotten Son? All right. Get prepared to get slaughtered. That's all. And I'm ended out right here. Exodus chapter 23, verse 13. And in all things that I have said unto you, be circumspect, and make no mention of the name of other gods, neither let it be heard out of thy mouth. Yeah. And sometimes you got to check yourself, like myself. I'm saying the names of other gods, but just for edification's sake. And that's a fact. Because once you start saying certain gods, and then you start feeling yourself saying their names over and over again, you start feeling enticed. You start feeling like, okay, it's not a problem saying their names. We really shouldn't be saying their names. It's only for edification's sake at that. Not saying their names in secret, praising them or whatever, which is idolatry. And idolatry will get you put to death. Point blank, period. And I'm going to end it out right there through the Spirit. Adoran Tazak, I was exhorting, I was motivating, I was uplifting to some degree. And as always, I'm turned towards the east and give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah. And say it again, Shalom to the elected nation of Israel, Mawafla Babal, which means death to Babylon the Great, DTA, which means death to America, death to everybody who doesn't believe in Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah. Yahweh is the Father, Yahweh Shah is the only begotten Son. Death to all you that hate their names. May the Heavenly Father put curses upon you, your entire family, and everybody that hates them. And I say it again to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.